let's start with Brighton versus Palace, this weird derby that isn't a derby. An amazing result for Palace amongst a string of increasingly impressive results. They've snatched points in games where I didn't expect them to get points. Their performances are looking better and better. Oliver Glasner is a stickler for his system, but it's absolutely working so far. Ismail Assar looks transformed, doesn't he? What a player. Those wing-backs as well. Daniel Munoz is fantastic. Tyrick Mitchell, what a player he is. They look so threatening going forward now. Then it's finally coming forward. It's like coming through for them. It's like the dam has burst and the pressure's paying off and the results are starting to come. And this game against a really impressive Brighton team, in their home ground as well, I mean, that's justification for how he's right to persist with his system so far.
Yeah, it's funny to see the attack come good, like you say, and Sarr getting some goals. I think going into this game, I think Mark Gahey was their second top scorer this season. So we are seeing some improvements from Palace, definitely. And Sarr is one of those players that at Watford he showed what he was capable of in flashes, and we knew that he was going to be a frightening attacking player. I think for a long time he was linked to some pretty big clubs.
Yeah.
And he I think Watford priced him out of a move when they got relegated. I know Villa were trying to bring him in at one point. I think Liverpool were being talked about as well. I think even United. He ended up in Marseille, and for Palace to bring him back to England and for Glasner to get the best out of him, that's an excellent bit of recruitment. And they needed that because replacing Elise was always going to be hard, and it's not a direct replacement. They're very different players. But if Glasner can make this player fit his system, then yeah, excellent. And I think they'll probably continue to develop that squad and bring more players of that sort of ilk in to suit their play. But you're right. How many players can we say that Palace are producing or kind of giving those opportunities to that we see flourish? Mitchell's a great example. Criminally overlooked for England for a really long time when we're desperate for a left back. I think it won't be long before that's a consideration. And Chalobah obviously was an excellent signing on loan where I think a lot of clubs missed an opportunity there and Palace pounced upon it. And
Very true, yeah.
We said at the start of the season we thought Palace were going to be a really promising side. They had a really difficult start. It's not a surprise to me to see that their form is going to pick up now.
No, I think you can see where they obviously need improvement as well. I think Mateta is still not a great source of goals consistently. He seems to be like a quite streaky forward. Eddie Nketiah has not really hit the ground running, has he, with Palace so far, their big signing. In fact, they haven't had much luck in recruitment department this summer at all, have they really? I think both their signings have been sporadically playing. So I think they do need to invest in January, and I think in an actual forward, a number 9, a striker to score some goals and take the burden off the usual suspects, I think is something that they really need.